Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2009, and today we are going to be folding another kind of paper airplane. This one is a bomber, and it uses traditional origami paper, but it does require you to make a cut. You're going to cut a piece of the paper off in order to make this model. So do get a pair of scissors, have them handy in order to proceed. So get your supplies together and we'll get started. Alright then, to start this model off, what you want to do is to fold your paper in thirds. So the best way I can recommend it, if you want to measure it out, you can certainly do that, or sort of fold it over one side over the other and then just work it in until you get very even the three layers, so you know that you have three equal columns. And then what we're going to be doing is cutting off one of these columns and proceeding with the remaining two in order to fold our plane. So fold your piece in half, fold your piece in thirds and open it up and then cut off 1/3 and meet me back here. So I had folded my piece in thirds, opened it back up, and then I've cut off one of the thirds, and I'm going to be working with the remaining 2/3 piece of paper. And the next thing that we're going to do is to fold this in half, like so. So now, with your paper folded in half like this, the next thing that you want to do is you're going to be creating a crease that runs from the center point here down to the very tip of the bottom corner in each direction. So from the center here out to this tip, and from the center here out to this tip. You're going to create a crease. So do that first, and you'll see when you do that, you're really overlapping beyond the center point in order for you to have that angle run right from the center to the end of this tip. So do that first in one side, and then you can do it on the other side, same thing. Make sure that you're running this crease right from the very center point out to the tip here. And then open these pieces up. And then what you're going to do is sort of flip them in and fold it down. And there'll be a line right along here from where it was folded in half, right? And that line you want to make sure, as you can see here, lines up with the center line here when you open this up like that. Same thing on this side. Open it up, push it and fold it down, and make sure that your line here, you can see that, this line here is right in line with this center point here. So it continues straight. And then you'll know you have the angle correct. And it should look like this when it's completed. Okay, so now take there's a flap here, right? There's a flap here. And the same on the other side. And what you're going to do is to fold each of these 4 flaps in half toward the back. So on the outside flap, you're just basically folding it backwards. And when you look at it on the other side, you'll be able to see that piece that you folded backwards. And it's right in line with the fold that you'll see already on the paper there. Now on the inside flap, this one, you're folding it in half to the back and it winds up being tucked underneath, like that. See, now on the outside flap, you're folding it in half and it's just to the back, and you'll be able to see it on the back side. And on the inside flap, you're going to fold it in half and tuck it in like that. So when you're done with that portion, it will look like this. And then you're going to continue to fold this flap around to the back one more time. So continue and fold it backwards one more time on both sides. So outside flap, folding it backwards like that. So when you're done, it will look like this. All right, so we're almost done here. We have our piece, it looks like this. And what we're going to do now is to fold it in half. And then flip it around so that the long edge, flat edge, is to the bottom. And then you're going to fold each one of these sides down about a little more than halfway, maybe almost 2/3 of the way. One side, then the other. And then finally, you're going to pull these back up so that then they're basically flat. And the top piece on each side here, you're going to fold up at an angle. So on that side, and then over here, this top piece, I want to fold it up and in half on and hold it up on an angle like that. And then there you have it, your bomber. Let's see if this one flies. So that's it. We have our bomber today. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a place card treat basket. So it's basically something that you can use as a place card at a table setting, but it's also a basket, so it would hold a little something, a little treat for your guests. So that'll be an interesting one to see how that looks when we're all done. And as a side note, inquiring minds apparently want to know, where do all the retired origami pieces live that I've been working on for the past almost 6 months now. So as we end our video today, you will currently see where old origami goes to rest. And I will do something with them, which is why I have not tossed them. And so you can look forward to perhaps a little showing of our origami projects at a future date. But for now, as we close out the day, you'll be able to see where my origami lives, where the models live from day to day as it stands now. So have a good day. I'll see you back here tomorrow, which is Thursday, and we'll be slipping into the weekend with our place card treat basket. Until then, have a good night. Bye.